Hi guys, we're here with Jo today. Jo came here from the UK and she is on week
7. This is my 7th week.
Okay, week 7 of treatment. And she would just like to share a little bit of her story with you guys and talk about the position that she was in before she came here and how she got here.
Okay, so I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 2015. I've been ill for a couple of years before that, following on from a car accident where I'd had a really severe whiplash injury, and then I'd also had a couple of breaks. I broke my foot and then I broke my toe, and I had serious problems all over my body with pain. It wasn't just the foot that hurt when I broke it, it was everything hurt, and my mobility just got worse and worse and worse.
What was your quality of life like at your worst? Like, what did your average day look like?
My average day was mostly spent in bed. If I left the house, which was rare, it would be in a wheelchair. I arrived here in a wheelchair, and I just wasn't me anymore. I couldn't do any of the things that I love to do. I really lost my independence and lost my sense of identity in the process.
Right.
Because I'm a mum and that's really important to me, and I wasn't being the mum that I wanted to be.
You couldn't work, obviously.
I had to stop work, and I had a job that I loved and I had to stop. Yeah, it was really, really hard. And on the very worst days, I would sometimes end up in hospital because the pain would be so bad. But most of the time I wasn't in hospital, I was just at home, just in bed, just not able to do much.
And how long were you living like that?
Oh gosh, it just got worse over time. I would say definitely the last 3 years have been the worst. The last 3 years I've had to use the wheelchair anytime I go out, and that's been tough because it's a big loss of independence. And I know there's lots of wheelchair users out there who are able to be independent, but I wasn't able to self-propel and move myself around because my arms hurt so much, and I didn't have a motorised one, so that left me dependent on wherever someone was going to take me, and that was hard to come to terms with.
That would be really tough.
Yeah.
Did you try any sort of treatment in the UK?
Yes, there's not a lot of options. I have tried lots of different medications, and ended up coming off all of those because of the side effects, and you just have to increase the dosage so much for things to work, and then they stop working, you have to increase it again, and that's no good. So that's an option for some people, but it did not work out for me. Physio I tried. There's pain management groups in the UK, but they really just talk about how to live with your pain, and
right.
There's not a solution, there's not anything that really changes the situation.
Right, you didn't want to manage your pain, you wanted to see if there was an opportunity to live without pain.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what anyone would want. And I know it took you a long time to get here, and you worked really hard to get here. It wasn't something where you just said, okay, yeah, I'm coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about that. How long did that take? What was the process? How did you raise the funds?
So I think I started watching the videos on Facebook from the clinic at least 2 years ago, and
wow.
that gave me so much hope. Maybe longer than 2 years ago, but definitely at least 2 years ago. And yeah, that just inspired me, and the more I saw and the more I read, and I got Dr. Katinka's books, and the more I knew I needed to be here, but it just seemed impossible. It just seemed like there was no way, because it was the flights from the UK, it was the treatment, it was accommodation, it just felt overwhelming. But once I'd made the decision that we were going to try, my friends and my family really helped me. I could not be here without the help I've had. I've had people be so kind and so generous and believe in me, which is...
That's amazing.
That has meant so much, because not everyone does believe you, and when people believe you enough or trust you enough to donate money,
right,
that's theirs, that I can't put into words how grateful I am to the amount of people that have helped me. I have amazing friends, really amazing friends.
We're grateful for the them too. That you're here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we did fundraising. We put on different events, like concerts, sponsored events.
I love it.
So many things.
I remember you telling me you did something like you sold old DVDs. You did bake sales.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you got really
I could
creative.
sell. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. And how long did you did 2 years of fundraising?
I think it was about a year and a half. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what would you say to people who are in your position who are thinking, that's insane, there's no way that I can make this happen?
I would just say make a start. Just make a start. Because you've got to start somewhere. We made a chart that I had on my bedroom wall where my daughter just coloured in a little bit of it each time we raised a bit more money, and at first it was like one of those thermometer fundraiser things, because that was the hope to get here. And we thought, oh, it's going to take years, but at least we've got something to aim for. And I'm not laying in bed every day with no hope. I'm laying in bed looking at that and trusting God, and just each time that she could colour in a little bit more, it gave her some hope as well. When we first started that chart, it just felt overwhelmingly impossible.
You're looking at all the empty space, right?
Yeah.
Here you are.
Here I am.
That's amazing.
With enough determination and with some creative thinking and with the right people, you utilise what you have. So in my circle, there was a lot of musicians, so we put concerts on. But whoever your friends are, whatever you've got, use what you've got and just start saving, start fundraising, and it'll take as long as it takes, but you'll get here and it'll be worth it.
I love it.
That's what I would say.
Yes, that's my next question. So how are you doing now?
Really well. I've responded really well. I responded really well quite quickly. By day 2, I could move my head properly, whereas it really hurt to move my neck before, and it would make my vision go funny to look over my shoulder. And by day 2, I could do that.
Wow.
And then I think about 3 or 4 weeks in, I kind of plateaued and I had a bit of a flare up and thought, oh no, what's happening? And then I've kind of learned that recovery isn't just straight up, it's kind of up and down, but you're going in the right direction, so it's okay.
Right,
and
totally.
Now, week 7, I'm walking, I've given away my wheelchair, the wheelchair's gone. I hit 100 in neuromuscular re-education. My pain is right down at the moment. I mean, I'm hoping I won't flare up again. I haven't had the nerve pain and there's like 7 different types of pain you get with fibromyalgia. I haven't had the allodynia, which is a really sensitive skin. I haven't had that for a couple of weeks. The nerve pain I haven't had for over a week. I feel like normal kind of pain from exercise.
Normal
like
people.
Sore, yeah.
That's amazing. Did you ever think that would be possible?
I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine it. No.
Best feeling ever, right?
I'm really excited.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, well, you have how many weeks left?
4? 4.5.
Yeah.
4.5.
4.5. Okay. So 4.5 weeks from now, you guys should tune back in to see her ring the bell.
Yeah.
We're so excited. Thank you guys for watching